Good morning, friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudette. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Monday morning. Why not celebrate? What we're going to do, of course, is 3 cards for the collective and then individual cards for those who ask. I am simulcasting on Instagram. So nice to see you here as well. And I want to remind you all that we have a class coming up for everyone, free. Join us on my YouTube channel tomorrow, 7 p.m., Tarot for Meditation and Healing. It is a very special kind of tarot magic. Wherever you are in your tarot journey, you can do this. So grab your tarot cards, join me on YouTube. The link is already up. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I want to shout out all the members. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green. I want to invite our people on Instagram to come on over and join me on my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudette Tarot on YouTube. I see 2 requests on Instagram for cards, Kim and Reiki Love Studio. We will get to those as soon as we do the 3-card reading. All right, so if you want to see the cards, you gotta come on over to YouTube where Card Cam is hot and in action. All right. You know what? I'm gonna break format and I'm gonna do the 2 requests that I see on Instagram first, just because they're gonna disappear in a minute and then I won't remember because your Tarot Fairy Godmother gets confused easily. What can I say? Okay, so Kim, your week ahead. Kim Bonk, my good friend. Your week ahead, 10 of Cups reversed. This week, you really want to work to heal old family issues, whether that's with people you're interacting with now, with people who are in spirit, with you yourself, in terms of how do I want to say it? In terms of how you process what you were told in your childhood about your family versus what is actually true. All right, so healing for you. Join us tomorrow evening on YouTube for some tricks on how you can use tarot to help you do that. Reiki Love Studio, here we go for you. Temperance. This week, recognize you have all the ingredients that you need to find balance, to find creativity, to heal. Recognize your skills when it comes to your creativity and when it comes to your ability to blend and balance things together. All right, let's do that 3-card reading that I promised you. But first, I have to say, okay, I was frozen there for a minute. First, I have to say a big, big thank you to Claire C. for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Last week's reading was spot on. Thank you so much for that. Thanks for being here and thanks for being a member here. All right, let's get going. 3 cards for the collective. And as we go through this entire process, if you hear something either in the cards for the collective or the cards I share to you individually, if you hear something that resonates for you, whether I'm reading specifically for you or not, go ahead and take that to your heart. Take that to your heart as a reading for you. That's how these group sessions work. And, that's the magic of it, right? Just within reach, Malaysia. Thank you so much. That's so kind. All right, here we go. 3 cards for the collective. 4 of wine. Man, 4 of wine. I'd like that. Okay, 4 of wands reversed. 3 of swords reversed. And the Knight of Wands. What an interesting reading for the week. What are we going to make out of that? Well, I think this is really about how each of us needs to figure out what's working for us and what's not. How each of us needs to find our way toward healing. How each of us needs to figure out what we want our direction to be, creatively, career-wise, spiritually, emotionally, on every level. And, so often we feel stuck in a situation. We feel stuck in a relationship. We feel stuck with our stories. And this is really speaking to us about how we don't have to stay stuck in our stories, how we don't have to live according to the ways that other people tell us to, how we can literally march to the beat of our own drum. And in that, we will find healing. So this week, think about your path. Think about other people's expectations for you. Think about the healing you need to do that will allow you to come out of that box of the story other people have told, that box of the story you have told, and go forward in accordance with your own destiny, with your own desires, with what serves you. Is that selfish? No, it's not. Because the more authentically you can live, the more authentically you can love others. Make sense? I think it does. All right, let's get going with those individual readings. And I want to say thank you so much to Reaper TV for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I will take these in the order in which I see them. Those of you joining me on Instagram, so cool if you could come on over and join me on my YouTube channel today, Christiana Gaudette Tarot on YouTube. Happy to see you here as well. All right, first up, Jeannie Mnuchin. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. You are first today. Just within reach, Malaysia on Instagram. This is self-care, right? Right? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Okay, Jeannie, first up, a card for the week for you. Yes, indeed. Look at you, the world. And I think this is especially good for you because of World and I, your business name. And, I think this is really telling you that you're going to get a lot of great work done this week, that you're really going to get a sense of the bigger picture. What you're doing, where you're going. Is it going to be easy? Never has been. Is it going to be fun? Pretty much. Are you going to get it all accomplished this week? No, of course not. But I think you'll make real progress and you'll really start to see how the picture is developing. It's a beautiful thing. All right, Maria Barisi, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, a card for you, a card for Anthony, and for your sister Kim, who is a member here and can't join us directly, but so glad you're here in proxy for her. All right, and thank you all so much for your love for the twins. They are doing well. Today is their official due day. Of course, they've been here since July 1st, but from today on, we can start, looking at their development as if they were born today, right? So it's an exciting day, isn't it? All right. Maria, let's get you going here. Maria, you're up first. You saw me shuffle. You get the world reversed. And there is a sense, honestly, that your world is kind of turned upside down. And we understand that. We understand why that is, right? Allow that. Allow your world to be turned upside down so that you can get into that next chapter. So this week you may be feeling a little out of sorts. And that's okay. It's natural, given everything you're going through. Sit with it and let it be. All right, Anthony. Anthony, now see, here you are, the Fool, ready to jump into this new adventure. And I think you have the right attitude. I think you're willing to do it in an open-hearted way, in a way where you're ready for the adventure. It's perfect. It's perfect. Just within reach, Malaysia, I would like to ask for your kindness to pull a card for me, if that's okay. Yes, I will do you, and then I'll get back to Kim, Maria Parisi's sister, who is a member on our YouTube channel as well. So just taking a break quickly to jump over to Instagram for Just Within Reach, Malaysia. Queen of Cups reversed, my friend. This week, I want you to do some really clear thinking about what isn't working for you, what is making you feel unhappy, what isn't resonating for you in your soul, and is there something you can do about it? And there's always something you can do about it. You may not be able to change your situation, but you can certainly change your attitude. And if you can change your situation, by all means do. So make your happiness a priority. That's the key. Okay, back to, for Maria Parisi, her sister, Kim. So Kim, we love you and miss you. 7 of Swords, girl. You know, this is going to be a week where you really want to be careful about figuring out what is true. You may be telling yourself some things that are really bullshit, not true. Other people may be trying to BS you. And, you know, you have to look at the story you're telling yourself and ask, you know, is it true? Is it kind? Is it working for you? Cultivate your truth to be both true and kind. Be careful about what you're telling yourself and what you're letting other people tell you. All right? And I need to say thank you. Hang on. Thank you to Julie Rogan. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Really appreciate that. All right, next request. Carrie Dunnick. Hope you're doing well back in my home state of Connecticut. Well, I have 3 home states: Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, all northeastern. But Connecticut is the place where I spent the most time. And so say hi to Connecticut for me. A card for you, Carrie Dunnick. 6 of Swords reversed. This may be a week where you have some problems to solve and you're not sure how to solve them. And you're not sure who's going to be available to help you, and you're not even sure how to ask for help. And so you're working on moving forward, and you've been doing, you know, we've seen over past weeks that you have really been doing a great job moving yourself forward. And yet, this week you may feel a little stuck. If that happens, don't let it get to you. It's temporary. And sometimes you can work to get unstuck simply by acknowledging the stuckness, sitting with it, and letting the feeling pass and move on. Okay, hey, Gemini Sun, did you and Cassandra get out on your mommy's day out this weekend? I hope you did. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You make Mondays better. Well, you make Mondays better by joining me here. Really appreciate it. Okay, here is a card for you. Gemini Sun, I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. And yet you also got the 6 of Swords reversed. You're twinning with Carrie Dunnick today. So for you, Gemini Sun, I want to advise you not to get stuck in your own head. I think you can have some tendency to do that, and it is to your detriment. You know, it's good to be a thinker. It's good to take time to solve your problems and think about things and hold space for whatever you're feeling or whatever you're thinking. But don't get stuck there. Special tendency toward that this week, so be careful. So at this point, I am going to sign off on Instagram. My friends on Insta, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Come on over to YouTube. Christiana Gaudette Tarot on YouTube. Love to see you there. Thank you so much for being here. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Let me just sign off there. All right. I think we're alone now, YouTube. Nalini Kalu, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Your emoji game is strong as usual. Cards for you and Brad. Yes, indeed. And folks, remember, if you're going to join me or if you think you might be joining me on Friday for the Friday Weekly Wrap-Up, if you remember what your card is today for the week, and on Friday, you can let me know what your card is. Then when I pull your card on Friday, we've got 2 cards to work with, sort of like a bookend for the week. You don't have to, but, to be clear, I won't remember. So if someone's going to remember, it's not going to be me. It's going to be you. All right. Nalini, a card for you for the week. The 10 of Swords, girl. Girl! I think you got a lot on your mind, and I think you're trying to deal with it, and that's good. Do I think you're overthinking? Maybe. Do I think you're going through some tough stuff? Sure. Do I think you are coming to your solutions? Absolutely. Allow that to be. Allow your solutions to come. And I think part of the problem for you, Nalini, is you've got a lot of different voices in your head and in your ear. And you have to be able to trust your own voice, to trust yourself. Excuse me. You're killing me here. Peace, love, and tarot. So sorry. That's on you, Nalini. It is. Because the 10 of Swords is hard, right? It's not easy. And I will literally get choked up for you. So, hey, that's how much your Tarot Fairy Godmother loves you. Excuse me. All right. So, it's okay to understand that what you are going through is healing, not just from the past year, not just from the past 5 years, but really stories that have been told to you and stories that you have been told your entire life. That's what you're healing from. It takes a lot. Do not judge yourself. I think half your problem, Nalini, is you spend a lot of time and energy in your own self-judgment. Be careful about that. Seriously, don't judge yourself. Love yourself. All right, Brad. Brad. The moon reversed. I feel like you are in a space of kind of solving your own mysteries, trying to figure out what's true for you. And maybe you're also trying to help Nalini figure out what's true for her, trying to figure out what's true for the two of you. But I think this week, kind of stay in your own energy, figuring out what's true for you. Because as soon as you can do that, you can move yourself forward, you can move everything forward. So figure out what is true for you. All right, Pamela's Insight. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. The Hierophant reversed. Guess what, Pamela? You get to do it your way. Not the way other people say. Not the way other people say. Not the way you've been taught, but the way you want to do it. And really focus on that this week. What do you want? What works for you? I want to say thank you to Reaper TV for another super chat. That is so kind. Thank you so much. Listen to this. You are amazing, and that's coming from an atheist. I really appreciate that. I appreciate your love, and I appreciate your understanding that what I do here, though it is spiritual, it is not specific. I mean, being spiritual can simply mean being in touch with yourself, right? And so I do try to be universally accessible. So thank you so much. Really appreciate that. All right, here we go. Here we go, scrolling back, scrolling back. And next up, Peggy Lou Leven. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I shuffled, and you, Peggy Lou, are twinning with Pamela's Insight. The Hierophant reversed. So for you this week, do not let anybody else tell you how you should do things or what makes sense to you. Now, okay, if it's a doctor and it's about your well-being and you trust that doctor, okay, you can let them tell you. But it's okay for an expert to help and to ask an expert for help. But you got people around you who think they're experts of you and they're not. So don't be listening to them. This is what I'm saying to you. Okay, hey, Christina R., nice to see you. Classes start back up for you today. Good luck with that. I hope you have found what you're looking for recently. Or, I believe you soon will. I believe it will be fine. Card for you and Karen Winkle. Before I do that, I have to say a big thank you to Katie Kondo for the very generous super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. And thank you for being a member here, Katie, too, at the highest level, man. Very generous. Really appreciate it. All right. Christina, first a card for you. Christina R. Death. I love that it's called in this deck, Death and Rebirth. And death is change. And what you are doing is creating change in your own life and ultimately change in others. And I think this week you're going to get the news or get the plan that will cause you to be able to move forward on this next leg of your journey that has been so challenging. This is not negative here for you today. It's actually quite positive. You may find, too, with your classes, that you have a new kind of way of looking at them or understanding them that is really very helpful. Karen Winkle, thank you for being a member here. Now that you have your equipment, this is really going to be your first full week at your new job, so we're all rooting for you to have it be really fabulous. 8 of Cups. So it's important not to bring your fears and anxieties and traumas and upsets from the last job to this new job. And if you see some things that are similar, some things that trigger you like, oh my gosh, this happened at my last job. Oh my gosh, reserve judgment. Wait. Let this be a new experience. Let it unfold the way it's going to unfold and react to things intellectually versus emotionally. You are definitely in a better space work-wise than you were before. Is it perfect? Of course not. But it's better, and allow that distinction. Allow it to be better. Leslie Jones, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Leslie, card on the floor. It's face up. It jumped out, and it's for you. So let me get it. All right, here it is. The Ace of Swords. Leslie, this week, you're going to have new ideas, new truths, new ways of looking at things, new ways of communicating with yourself in a way that I think will really, really help you. So be open to that new energy. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Here is a card for you. Feels like so much is already being piled on me. I'm sorry. I know how, that feels hard. I'm very sorry. Here is a card for you. The King of Swords reversed. So that's really interesting. And I think what that's saying to you for this week is to be really careful about how things land on you and how you respond. When someone says or does something or requests something or requires something, take a beat, take 2 beats, take 5 beats, take 10 beats before you respond. Be really careful and do not let things trigger you. No knee-jerk responses this week, all right? Hey, Jake, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Glad you're here. Here's a card for you. Oh, look at you. You are twinning with Karen. You get the 8 of Cups, and I think this week for you, if you have some abandonment issues, if there are ways that you have felt abandoned by others, that you feel alone, that you feel like you have not been given emotionally what you need, this is the time this week for you to process that. Figure out what it is, figure out where it comes from, and really work on healing that. Not easy, but doable. Pamela Phillips, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you and one for your daughter, most certainly. Here we go. All right. Pam, you're up first. Look at that, man. We got lots of twinsies here, and I'm shuffling in between. So, Pam, you are twinning with... Who got the King of Swords? I think it was Von Ray, right? So you, this week, I heard this great prayer once. God, put your hand over my mouth. This week, be extra special careful about what you might say to others or about others, and what you might say or think about yourself. It's okay to process things. It's okay to think things that aren't, the most positive, but be very, very careful about what you say, and be careful about what you say to yourself about yourself. Measure your words. Your words have power. For your daughter, Ace of Cups. This could bode very well for your love life. It could also bode to opening your heart to a new project, a new possibility. This is likely to be a good week in some ways. So be open to things that make your heart sing. Raquel Revelta, Art and More, thank you so much for being here. A card for you and a card for Cassandra. Very good. Okay, so first for you, Raquel. The Moon reversed. You're the second. Oh, I think Brad got this one. Yeah. So, Brad, we already talked to Brad about it. Raquel, for you, honestly, I think this is really this week tuning into your own intuition. Tuning into what the spirits, what the universe is telling you. Pay special attention to your dreams. Pay special attention to what comes out when you're working creatively, and honor it. Honor the truth that is coming out for you, from you, because it's from you, but it's also from something higher. Does that make sense? All mystical and whatnot. All right. Cassandra, thanks for being here. I know you're a member here as well. Really appreciate that. And Raquel, thank you for using two of the members only emojis. Really appreciate that. Okay. Cassandra. The Two of Swords reversed. I feel like this week, and probably for a while after this week, you are really figuring out how to make things work, how to make your life work. And what I want you to know is you have options. You are able to make your life work exactly the way it is. It will get better. You can also think about ways you can change it up, either for this year or next year or starting in January or whatever. Recognize that the time is not necessarily now to take action, but the time is to think about your options and figure things out and hold space for the fact that you are solving problems. And that's okay. All right. Angelic Michelle, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for using a members only emoji. Thanks for being a member. Here's a card for you. Hey, the Knight of Swords. That's fabulous. This week, things are going to move very quickly. You're going to feel very much on top of your game and very much in your own sense of integrity. This is a very good week. If you're a writer at all, this is a very good week to do some writing. It's also a good time for travel or planning travel. And to just recognize that you know what's up, you know what's going on, and be in the power of that truth. All right. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Really appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Ooh, we've seen this, I think, a few times. Queen of Swords reversed. This week, there's going to be times and places where you are really not feeling the love. Maybe a particularly difficult person at work, maybe someone in your family going through a tough time. And, when it comes to friends and family, ask for what you need. When it comes to work, if it's about asking a question or needing a particular tool, ask for what you need. If someone is being not so nice, just try to stay away from them and don't take it personally and don't let it get to you. Don't let anyone steal your peace. Don't let anyone piss in your Cheerios. Amy Foreman, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here, my friend. Here is a card for you. The Chariot reversed. So this week, be especially careful regarding car stuff. Or if your car needs some kind of service, make sure you get your car its service. There is a real sense of things not moving forward as quickly or in as organized a way as you would like. Don't let it drive you crazy. Hold space for the chaos. Hold space for the delays. When life moves forward, we have to remember that the Chariot is related to Cancer, the crab. And we see the black horse and the white horse. When we move forward, we don't do it in a straight line. We do it this way. And like a crab, right? And that can be infuriating, but whether you see it or not, things are moving forward and you are moving forward. All right, let me just scroll down for one moment. Pamela Phillips, thank you so much for the super chat. Just love Monday mornings because of you. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Definitely getting out the duct tape. I love it. Okay. Oh, Peggy Lou, thanks for that feedback. Really appreciate that. Kathy Martinez, thanks for coming back. You were here on Friday. You're back today. Oh my gosh, Leslie Jones, that's huge. Last Monday, you got the Ace of Swords reversed, and today it's upright. That's amazing. That is so good. Oh, Gemini Sun, Mommy's Day Up, pedicures and a little shopping. Yay! So important. I'm going to take Allison, my daughter, out for one of those next week, and boy, is she ready. All right. Okay. Oh, Reaper TV, exactly. I get it completely. Love that. Love that. Okay, thanks, everyone. I see everyone in line waiting. Thank you for waiting, and I hope, again, as you hear readings for other people, if there's something there that resonates for you, I hope you take that to your heart. I am taking people in order as I see them. The next is Arlette. I think that's so fun that you came up right after Amy, because I met both of you in the same place, and I bet you know each other from the same place. Arlette, nice to see you. Here's a card for you. Two of Wands reversed. This week, think about what's going on in your life that is untenable, that is not workable, what we're not going to be doing anymore. And it may be having to find your way out of something. It may be having to make a change to something. But if it's not working, it's not working, and that's not your fault. And if it's fixable, you can fix it. If it's not fixable, you're going to have to make a change and ease on out. Don't be afraid of that. Alyssa Jarrett, nice to see you. First time you're able to make it on a Monday. Hallelujah. Very good. Here we go. A card for you, Alyssa. Oh, you get Justice. So this week, really think about balance. Think about balance in every way. Balance in how you eat and how you take care of yourself and what you do for others versus what you do for yourself. Think about fairness, treating other people fairly. And are you being treated fairly? Are you treating yourself fairly? So think about what's fair and what's not. And if you are motivated to, if there are things on a larger level, looking at what's going on in society, things that feel unfair, this is a good week to use your voice. Use your voice to speak for justice as you want it, as you see it. All right. Michelle F., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Oh, look at you. You got Hierophant reversed. You're not the first person to get this today. This week, be willing to think outside the box. Be willing to be your own guru. Be willing to be your own voice of reason. And if you have people in authority telling you something, question it. Question authority. Seriously. That's always good advice, right? But especially this week. Now, but be careful, don't get yourself fired because of what I just said to you. You may have to do it quietly. But recognize that other people are not the boss of you in a real way. All right. Hey, Robin Renee, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being here today. Here's your card for the week. Oh, you heard it here first. 2 of Cups. So if you meet a really great guy this week, you got to let me know. You got to get me on speed dial on that. Seriously. This is a great week for partnership, for connections, for being a good partner to yourself, for being loving toward yourself, for having people around you that are loving. So be in that energy, knowing that you are loved, that you are supported. Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Here's a card for you. Oh, this is a popular card today, the 8 of Cups. Claire C., this week, what do you need to walk away from? Is it a way of thinking? Is it a particular thing that you thought you wanted to do, but now you realize you don't want to do it? Is it things from the past that have hurt you? Letting go of old stories, letting go of old hurts. This is a week for letting go and walking away. And as you do that, you're walking towards something so much better. It's a beautiful thing. Maybe painful, but beautiful. Lydia Mephistopheles, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Oh, 7 of Cups. This week, you will have a lot of options, a lot of choices in front of you. Take your time, think about what you want, and, use your imagination to imagine wonderful things for your life, not the imagination of anxiety that imagines all the bad things that could happen, okay? Know the difference and imagine accordingly. Samantha, my friend, I'm so happy to see you. Yes, of course you may have a card. Glad that you are here. Samantha, the devil. But you know what? This is not surprising, and you have been coming face to face with your own devil, as we all must do. We all have that space and time in our lives where we can avoid it no longer, and we must face our own truth. Whatever it is, whatever the addiction is, whatever the behavior is, whatever the hurt is, we have to face it, and we have to find a way to solve it. And you're going to have some real growth opportunity this week in this way. Do not flinch. Do not walk away from your truth. Face your truth head on. You are smart enough. You are strong enough. You are wise enough. You can do this. You'll be better for it. Hey, Linda Armstrong, my friend. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Yes, all is well on my end of things. Hope it is on your end of things too. Here is a card for you. The 6 of Pentacles reversed. Girl, you do so much personally and professionally to help others, to give to others, to make space for others, to put up with others. Enough is enough. Boundaries, especially important this week. You cannot pour from an empty well. Weird metaphor. You can't draw from an empty well. You cannot pour from an empty pitcher. How about that? So self-care and say no and have boundaries when you need to. Autumn Pond, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. The Magician. Autumn Pond, this week, there is real opportunity for growth, for learning, for expanding, for really figuring out what your tools and skills and abilities are and using them in new and wonderful ways that bring you to a better place of power. You go. Good stuff. Marion Newberry, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Oh no, never ending kitten drama. Help. All right, you should have a conversation with Pamela's Insight. She also sometimes has kitten drama. All right, let's see what we got going on for you. Oh my goodness, Hierophant Reversed is a very popular card today. And so the answer is, for this week, try to do things a way you haven't done them before. Switch it up. Do something different. Get out of the routine, get out of the habit, try something different that may solve some of the problems. Do it differently. Rosie Telser, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The King of Swords reversed. That's been a popular card here today as well. If you need to know something, ask. I feel like there are people around you who are not communicating the way they should to you. Ask, and, if these are people who should be giving you information, who should be sharing with you, hold them accountable for that. Hey, Jenny, so you did go to the festival and it was great, even though you didn't like the bands, but apparently you did. And, I find that too, that sometimes I'm like, yeah, no, that's not my favorite kind of music, but I go and I'm like, oh, this is a groove. I can do this. It's helpful, and I'm glad you had fun. That is fabulous. Okay, so here is a card for you, Jenny. The 10 of Wands. This may not be the easiest week. You may have to do more than usual. You may have to do a lot. It may feel heavy. Ask for help when you can. Don't take on more than you should, but know that you will get through it and it will be successful. Okay, Reaper TV, you are up next. I want to thank you so much for your support with your words and with your super chats. Really, really appreciate you. Here is a card for you. You're struggling with your behavior in general, but feel you will get up stronger. Fair, man. Thanks for sharing that. I think a lot of us can really identify with that. So, a card for you for the week. All right, this has come up a few times before today as well. The 6 of Swords reversed. Be careful about getting stuck when we talk about behaviors, when we talk about thinking. Give yourself an out. Give yourself a way out. I feel like you can think in a very tight loop, if you know what I mean. And in that, sometimes you don't give yourself an escape. You just say, stay stuck in the same loop. Allow yourself a way out. Allow yourself forgiveness. Allow yourself the grace of change. It'll help. Hey, Jake5345, Robin, nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. We are meeting again at Panera in Palm City on September 11th, Sunday. Hope to see you then. And here's a card for you today, my friend. The 7 of Wands. Man, you got a lot going on. This week is not going to be the easiest week. A lot of demands on you, a lot of things you have to get done. But you can handle everything you got going on. You can handle it. Recognize your own strength. Recognize your own strength to deal with everything you have to deal with. All right. And Autumn Pond, member for 14 months. Well, thanks to you. All right, next request. Jackie Masters, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. Okay, this just showed up for someone else. This far in, I don't remember who it was, but it was someone. Jackie Masters, for you. This could be a really heavy week in terms of things you have to do, things that are on your mind. And, the key is, are you carrying more in your mind than you have to, than you need to, than you should? Are there things you can let go of? Are there things you're letting bother you that you don't need to? Try to shepherd and curate what's going on in your head so you're not carrying more than you have to. Okay, Claire Lilly, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I am indeed well. Here is a card for you. Oh man, that Hierophant reversed is a really popular card today. Claire Lilly, you don't have to do things the way other people do them. You don't have to do things the way people tell you to do them. You know your own truth. You know your own path. Follow your path and recognize that will take you where you want to go. Oh, Jake, Light Sears is a deck I wasn't sold on, but I've grown to really like it. Yeah, agreed. It is a great thing. All right, Lisa McCord. Here is a card for you. The Hermit reversed. Lisa, this week, step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Call a friend. Spend some time doing something you enjoy. You are so dedicated to your job, to the things that you need to do. You do a great job. And I'm not saying don't, but I am saying, in addition, try to have some fun and try to take things lightly. Okay, Christy Silva, 74117. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Six of Wands reversed. Christy, in what way are you feeling like you're not winning? In what way are you feeling like you are not strong enough to handle what you got going on? This week, allow yourself time to rest. Allow yourself time to heal. But at the same time, recognize your strength, recognize your power. Recognize that sometimes the win is just getting through it. And you will. Oh, Jeannie, that's good. How to fit in the world has been such a lifelong question, so the world upright is oh so welcome. Fabulous, fabulous. Julie Rogan, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thank you for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate it. Here we go. The sun, the sun, the sun. That is a good card for you today for this week. This week you let your light shine. This week you let the light shine on you. This week you recognize your truth, the things that make you happy, how to be happy in your current situation, even if it's just little things that you do and experience to make you happy. Let the light shine on you this week, seriously. Hey, Kathy, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emoji. Here's a card for you. Hey, Two of Cups. You know, this could bode very well in your love life. It could bode well in your family life, in all of your relationships, including your relationship with yourself. Remember that you are loved. Remember the healing power of love. Remember to love yourself. This week, let love lead. Mystics Haven, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Oh my goodness. Not the first person to get this, are you? Six of Wands reversed. Mystics Haven, in what way are you not acknowledging yourself as a winner? Are you talking bad about yourself in your own head? Stop talking bad about my friend. Seriously. You have to learn to speak to yourself and about yourself in a positive way. That's your mission for this week. Maya Starbucks, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Here is a card for you. Woohoo! You're the second one to get this today. I love this card. This week, Maya, things are going to go by pretty quickly, so be clear about what you want to do and get her done quickly. How are you going to do it? Do it quickly. Communicate with the people that you care about. Planning trips and writing go along with this card. So if you're doing either travel or writing, that's good stuff. But I feel like for you too, some answers that you have been looking for are going to come to you this week. It may be in your own heart, not answers you're looking for out here, but answers you're looking for in here. Be open to that. Listen to yourself because those answers are coming. Amber A, it is so nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Three of Pentacles. This is a very good week for getting stuff done and doing stuff well. Receiving recognition for what you're doing. If you're creative, do creative stuff. Maybe this is about your job. Maybe this suggests an advancement in your work. One way or the other, this is a great week for doing well and getting stuff done well. So stay focused there. Anna K, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Oh man, that King of Swords reversed has been around a lot today. And for you, Anna K, this is what I'm going to say about this card. Are you saying things to yourself that are not true? Are you believing stories that are not true? Are you caught in a story that is not true? Think about this week and allow that to be released. If it's not serving you, it's not true, let it go. All right. Jenna Mosby, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Okay, here is a card for you, Jana. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. There may be a change regarding work or your daily routines this week, and that's okay. Taking a break is a good idea. And in a bigger sense, if there is something that you are trying to make work and it's not working, it may be it's not going to work and you have to try a different thing or a different way. Don't be afraid to change that up. Okay, hey, Maya Starbuck. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Writing keeps coming up. You need to listen. I'm thinking for sure. You have something to say, seriously. All right, thank you for that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hang on. All right, Magic Coward, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Okay, Death Rebirth. This week, allow change to happen. We all resist change sometimes, but change is coming and it's necessary. Allow it, embrace it. That's what you got to do. Horse Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. Oh, this has come up for a lot of people today. Six of Swords reversed. Don't get stuck. Where are you stuck? You're stuck in something. Maybe it's a project that you haven't finished, and I think you should dig in and try to finish it. Maybe it's a thought form that you haven't been able to get rid of. Get rid of it. This week, get out from under stuckness. Katie Kondo, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here, and thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Here is a card for you, my friend. Justice. You're the second one today to get this. Recognize that the work you're doing in your life will bring justice to yourself and to others. It is that big. It is that important. Do not lose sight of that. Do not lose sight of the big goals in the day-to-day mundane crap. Seriously. Think about the big goals. Think about the big purpose. Stay aligned with that. Don't let all the noise get to you. Christine Ashworth, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for coming on over. Thanks for being a member. Here's a card for you. Judgment. Looks like you're putting closure to something. Maybe the end of a project is near. Maybe there's an emotional closure, letting go of something that wasn't serving you. Part of this too, though, on a deeper, more spiritual level, taps into your own mediumistic abilities, your own abilities to communicate with those in spirit. Recognize their presence with you this week as well. Okay, Chrissy McNamee, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Oh man, this has come up for a few people today. The Six of Wands reversed. So I wonder if there's somewhere in your life that you feel like you're fighting a losing battle. And the question is, if you do it differently, can you win? Is it time to walk away? I can't answer those things. You have to answer those things. I can only tell you what questions to ask. Where in your life do you feel like you're fighting a losing battle? Can you change your strategy and win, or do you have to walk away? That's what you need to think about this week. Hey, Kathy Martinez, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Oh man, this card is just overly present today. But, for you, Kathy, who is not speaking the truth around you right now? Who is not acknowledging you in the way that you should be acknowledged? Recognize this is not your fault. You did not create this. You can call it out. You can walk away. How you handle it is up to you. Just recognize who around you is not acknowledging you or seeing you, and act accordingly. Okay, very good. Betty Flusher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Woo! Man! It's so funny. Like, we do the 3 cards in the beginning, and that's good. But then we get more collective information by the cards that keep coming up. And Betty, the Six of Wands, and I think this is you not giving yourself enough credit. This is you. Maybe you're being too humble. Maybe you're not seeing your own brilliance. Give yourself some credit, for gosh sakes, and do it now. Seriously. All right, and I need to say a huge thank you. Thank you to Christine Ashworth for the very generous super chat. Thank you so much. I needed that nudge. Always happy to oblige and nudge. Seriously. All right. Okay, the next request I see is Ashley. A card for the week. Hope the twins are doing well. They sure are. I get to babysit them for a little while tomorrow. For the first time, I will be alone with them, and I am so excited to see them. It's election day, so I'm going to sit with them while their parents go out and vote. But I will also encourage their parents to go get a sandwich or something and have a little bit of grown-up time. All right. Here, Ashley, card for you. This is starting to come up a lot, justice. And I think for you, you really want to look at where in your life you're not being treated fairly or where you're not treating yourself fairly? Do you have an exaggerated sense of your own capacity? Are you spending so much time trying to please others that you're not pleasing yourself? That's what I ask you to think about this week. Bianca Tarot, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm sick of this one. King of Swords, for you, Bianca Tarot. But you'll notice, it's a good teaching moment because I will interpret the card differently for each person depending on what my hit is. And my hit for you, Bianca Tarot, is you could be using your voice more. You are pulling back on your voice. You know you have a voice. You know you want to use it. You know you have things to say. You know you have inspiration. Say more. Use your voice more. Gina Rutledge, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a new member here at the highest level. Really appreciate that. Here is a card for you. The Four of Wands. And this came up reversed in our cards for the collective. For you, it really speaks to finding and building what is comfortable for you, your home, your family, your community, whatever that is, celebrating that this week, spending some time with that, letting that feel good. This week is not a week for you to fight the big fights. This week is a week for you to feel good in your comfort zone. And I spend so much time telling people to get out of their comfort zone, but for you, this week, I'm telling you to get into your comfort zone. Cool, right? Hey, Madiha Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Six of Pentacles reversed. This week, you got to get better at asking for what you need. Sometimes the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and you have to be the squeaky wheel this week to get what you need. Don't be afraid to do that. JF1, thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Strength. JF1, this week, recognize your own strength, recognize your own beauty, recognize that your experiences, hard and easy, good and bad, have brought you to where you are, and it's good. Celebrate yourself in your journey this week. Lady Dakini, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming on over from Instagram. Here's a card for you. The Queen of Wands reversed. I feel like you've got some things going on where you are not feeling like you're in your own power. There are moments, you have glimpses of it, but this week you really want to find your creativity, your spirituality, find your power. And sometimes that means recognizing the truth of a situation and recognizing your ability to deal with that truth, rather than putting it to the side, bringing it face up. All right. Oh, Claire, thanks for that feedback. Okay. Betty, you got the Six of Wands reversed last week. Well, you got to keep working on it. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Mystics Haven. Great feedback. Self-perception is what you're working on. That's great. Okay. And I thank you, everyone, for the feedback. I don't always read it aloud, but I definitely read it, and it does warm my heart. All right. Febborn, you're next. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. The Empress reversed. So I know you are a mother, and I know you have a mother. I don't know if your mother is living or not. If your mother is living, this might be about a concern regarding your mother or taking care of your mother. If she's not living, it might be opening up to her communication to you in spirit. As regards your daughter, you got to send her some good energy. She is not going to listen to your wisdom this week. And be okay with that. Recognize that's just the way of it. And don't let that steal your peace. All right. Hey, Shaloya, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Seven of Swords. So you're a lawyer. It makes me wonder if this week you're going to be dealing with someone who's really been dishonest, either your own client or someone else or whatever. Bring truth to light, whether this is personally or professionally. Bring the truth to light, whether that's your own truth that you have to acknowledge or someone else's truth that they do not want to acknowledge. Speak the truth, bring the truth to light. That's what you must do this week. Diana Price, my good friend, thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being here. Queen of Cups reversed. There's some things going on that are not making you happy. Hold space for that, but you are the queen of solutions. You will find your solution. You need to know that. Oh, man. Oh, Febborn, mom is living at 99 years old, so give your mom a call. Okay, so Mediha. So true about the squeaky wheel. Always reminds me of a cat who complained more than the other one next to the food box. He always tricked me to give him more food. Right, somehow that's important, this week for you to be that cat. All right, my friends, from my perspective, I have gotten to the end. Thank you for those who have stuck on here with me. And if I accidentally missed you, now's the time. If you're here and you haven't asked for a card yet, it's last call for readings, y'all. Remember to join me tomorrow night. Everybody. Tomorrow night, it's free, it's fun, 7 p.m. Tarot for meditation and healing. It's a special kind of tarot magic, an hour-long class. Come join us. The link is already up. Hit the reminder so you do not forget. Martha Vink, my good friend, here's a card for you. The Page of Swords reversed. Martha, you got some people around you that no matter what you say, no matter how you say it, they're not going to hear you, they're not going to listen to you. My mother, who is your good friend, would say, do not throw your pearls before swine. So, don't feel badly that some people won't hear you. Put your energy toward the people who will. All right, my friends, I want to thank you so much. Thanks for starting the week with me. Please do join me tomorrow evening. If you're in Florida, remember tomorrow is an election day. Get out and vote. Make your voice heard. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to the people who helped out with super chats and super stickers. If you're new here, thank you. Please subscribe and hit that bell. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Thank you so much.